Morning, folks. Actually, hang on. Be with you in just 2 minutes. Much better. Oh, that's needed. So it's just after 7 a.m. I thought I'd record my sometimes weekly musing this morning, just before I head out with the camera. It's autumn. Well, I guess it's autumn everywhere. Is it autumn everywhere? No, it's not. It's autumn in the northern hemisphere, Nigel. Anyway, this is why I need coffee. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of exploring around the forests, and as a photographer, it's my favourite time of the year. Autumn going into winter, and I'm really looking forward to that season here in Northern Ireland. My first, actually, as a photographer here in Northern Ireland, so that should be good. Anyway, I just wanted to record a very quick musing this morning before I headed out. My wife actually is away. She's back over in England visiting her mum and seeing her friends, which is allowing me to record this at 7 o'clock in the morning without her coming in and shouting at me. So there's a couple of things that I actually wanted to talk about this morning, and the first of those is in regards to something that's been kind of on my mind for a while, and it's something that pops up if you have any experience being online. I'm sure you've experienced it yourself, either firsthand or being in the midst of people who are doing this, and that's haters. Now, this has got nothing to do with me having had any kind of online abuse or anything like that, and to be honest, thick skin here. But we're kind of approaching competition season, or we're right in the midst of competition season, photography competition season. The Wildlife Photographer of the Year has been announced. By the way, if you haven't had a chance to check out the images, go check them out. Just beautiful, and it actually gives me goosebumps even just thinking about some of them. They're just fantastic. The Landscape Photographer of the Year, I believe the shortlisted entries, the winners will be notified around today-ish, I think. We're just about to see the entries ramping up for the Outdoor Photographer of the Year and even International Garden Photographer of the Year. And of course, what this ends up kind of breeding, sort of increasing, is the amount of kind of online haters. Why did that image get chosen? Why did this image not get chosen? And it's interesting because there seems to be a change of tact. A lot of people will complain why a certain image has been chosen, not in favour of their own, but they secretly mean their own. In favour of someone else's. Why wasn't Bob's, random name, why wasn't Bob's image chosen? I secretly mean mine. When Tim's photo was chosen. Guys, photography is art. And there's a heck of a lot of art out there that doesn't personally push my buttons. There's a lot of photography out there that doesn't push my buttons. Now, it's taken me a while to kind of move past having a negative opinion, or at least voicing a negative opinion. It can be all too easy to join the crowd and start bad-mouthing and start, tearing people down. Now, constructive criticism is one thing, and I actively encourage that. In fact, I would far rather have some constructive criticism on my own images than simply a nice image. We're losing that constructive criticism. But simply tearing someone down, even if you completely don't agree with what they're doing, even if you're, they're, you know, it's an image that you don't like, or they've done some process that you don't like. Move on. You know, this kind of bleeds over into, there's a certain group of photographers out there that always seem to get a lot of bad press. One of them being Peter Lik. Now, I've stood in a couple of Peter Lik's galleries, and I have to admit that as my own photography journey has matured, my taste has changed dramatically, and his particular style of work isn't to my taste. Now, does that mean that I want to scream from the rooftops? Oversaturation? Oh my eyes? No. It's not to my particular taste. Hats off to the man. He's done very well. Another one is Trey Ratcliffe. Again, gets a lot of negative press. Gets a heck of a lot of positive press. And it seems to be, you know, again, the same people, the same haters. Oh, HDR, and oh my God, what are you doing? Hey, come on guys. Let's just move past it. If it's not to your taste, move past it. You know, if you go to a restaurant and there's like 10 things on the menu, and 2 of the things you absolutely detest. For me, it's carrots. I do not go near carrots. Do not give me a carrot. Do not put me near a carrot. Anyway, I'm not going to go down the whole carrot Armageddon thing here, but I don't shout to the proprietor of the restaurant, what are you doing with these things on the menu? No, I look at something that I want and I have an enjoyable meal. So guys, we need to let go of this. You know, even if something is kind of not to our taste, just let go. You know, we're all here, and I keep saying this, we're all here for such a short period of time. Do we really want to spend our time, our journey, our life hating? That's just wasted negative energy. Come on guys, let's stop with this. Second thing I wanted to say is actually semi-related to the Peter Liks and the Trey Ratcliffes of this world. I happened to be looking through my Twitter account the other day, just doing a bit of housekeeping, and like it or loathe it, you know, social media really is today how anyone who's in business for themselves needs to get known. You know, I was having a discussion with someone about SEO and websites, and I even think that is now, you know, by the wayside. It's all about social media. Gaining followers, and by the way, organic followers, not paid followers. Do not pay for your followers. And I looked at the people who were following me on Twitter, and I would say that, you know, over 50%, maybe even close to 70% of the people who are following me on Twitter are other photographers. Now that's understandable. People follow the stuff that they're interested in. But of course what it means is, when people are seeing my work and commenting on my work and liking my work, it's other photographers. Now, am I trying to impress other photographers? Well, actually, first and foremost, I'm not really trying to impress anyone. Photography for me is a very personal thing. So it's not about gains and likes, but say for example, you're off that mindset and your followers are 70% other photographers. Is that who you're trying to impress? Is that who you're trying to like? So I thought I would pick at random 5 other photographers who I follow on Twitter. I won't mention any names. Could be you. And I was, I guess, surprised, but then the more I thought about it, not. Again, 70-80% of their followers were other photographers. Go down the rabbit hole a little bit further, same deal. So So basically we're photographers following photographers following photographers. Where's the general public in all of this? Now, 5-6 years ago I would have said, well, there's not that many non-techie people on Twitter, but I think nowadays there's a lot more of the general public on Twitter, and even on Facebook and places like that. And so it kind of got me thinking that, I would far rather see a member of the general public, someone who has got no interest in the technical, has never even maybe picked up a camera, saying to me, I really like that image. And in fact, the person whose opinion I value the most, and this is not a bias thing, is actually my wife. She likes taking photos with her iPhone. She once used a big boy camera on Safari, but she's got no interest in the sort of ins and outs of photography. And she will tell me, nope, don't like that. Yep, like that. In other people's work, yep, like that, don't like that. Would love to see that hanging on the wall. And ultimately, that's the end goal. That's what I would love to have, that people are actually enjoying my work, that they want to get it printed out, that they want to hang it on their wall, their personal space. So maybe it's time that we as photographers sort of took a look at who we were trying to kind of engage with our stories, with our images. Is it really just only other photographers? I think that's sad, because photographers make up this amount of the population. There's like a whole world out there. And maybe the story of the Peter Licks and the Trey Ratcliffe, we could all learn a lesson, because I'm pretty sure that yes, they have a lot of photographer followers, but I'm pretty sure they have a lot of normal, I guess photographers are normal as well, but they have a lot of non-photographer followers, people who really are impressed with their work. Now, probably what you're saying there is, yeah, because Joe Public doesn't know from their elbow. Well, I'm not saying that you should change your style to meet the public, but to sort of meet the public opinion, oversaturate your skies just because, or whatever. But it's just really a food for thought. Who are we trying to kind of engage? Not impress. Impress is the wrong word, engage. And I, for one, would love to be engaging more non-photographers, because then they can look through the whole, what camera was this taken on? Did you use a filter? Did you, oh my, shutter speed, aperture, blah. They're more interested in the art. So just two little foods for thought this Friday morning. So I'm going to finish up my coffee. The batteries are in there charging. Head over and check out another couple of forested areas. I had a fantastic time yesterday down by a river and captured an image. It happens probably less than a few times a year where an image that I've captured I really look at and go, oh yeah, that's the one. And yesterday was one of those days, and it just makes all of the early mornings and the non-sunrises and the bad light and the bad weather and the substandard photography worth it. So yeah, that was good. So yeah, going to go off now and grab my coffee. I hope you guys have a really good weekend, and we'll catch up again soon. See you later. Bye bye.